Hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream. I hope everybody's doing really well, that you're all having a really good day. We're here hanging out, and I'm going to be doing something that I did a while back. I haven't done it in a long time, but I need to because I'm running out of time. For those who don't know, I run a secondary channel where all I do is Minecraft on that channel. It's all pre-recorded content. None of it is it's not like my other content. You don't see my face, it's just my voice. It's just the whatever he's called, the avatar or whatever. And it's completely separate from everything else. And I'm working on a long video, which is gonna amount to probably be about an hour long, but it's about 30 hours of footage that I need to record. And I am on like hour 12, something like that. And basically I'm doing a 100-day challenge. If you don't play Minecraft, each Minecraft day takes about 20 minutes. And I'm on day 39, I think, 36, something like that. Oh, I need to get my notebook too. And so I have a lot of recording to do, and it's been kind of taking up my time, and I don't want to miss streaming, so I thought I would stream and record some footage while I continue to kind of just do the daily tasks in the game. And that's gonna be that. So that's what we're doing today. Hello, Michael Jackson, how's it going? Welcome. It has been a hot minute since I've been live. It's been a little bit over a week, almost 2 weeks. Hold on. My restream chat logged out. It has been almost 2 weeks. I went on vacation and I got back on Sunday. And yesterday I was ready to go live. I hit the live button and my internet just completely stopped. Like I was getting 0 megabits up. And so it was completely useless. And I had to stop the stream. I ended up having to just shut off all my internet. Like I unplugged all my routers and my main modem and everything and left it off for like an hour and then plugged it all back in. And now it seems to be working again. Because I had left it unplugged for like a minute and plugged it back in and just it wasn't working. So I unplugged everything and it seems to be stable now. It seems to be holding on the way that I want it to. So I should be good for streaming. I just gotta grab my other tablet to write down my notes. Because I'm trying to stay organized with this video because it is such a long series. I think I've got like 7 videos so far that I've recorded. Because I'm splitting it up to like 2-hour chunks, 3-hour chunks. And that way when I go to edit, I know what happens in each video, which just makes it a little bit easier for me to know what ones I'm just gonna basically show a second of it and then move on to the next day. And which ones have something really interesting that happens in them. So that way I can, you know, make sure I include that in the video. Because it is 100 days, it's about 33 hours it works out to. That's a long time to look through all the footage to find the interesting things. So I'm trying to write down everything that happens. That way I can kind of just skip the boring days, or not skip, but just be like, on this day I farmed and leave it at that. And yeah, so let me go grab my tablet. I will be back in 30 seconds. So that way I can get started. So give me a sec here.
Now at Joe Fresh, get a free Marvel or Disney backpack or lunch bag when you spend $60 or more on children's apparel, while supplies last. Shop smart with one card and check everything off your back-to-school list all in one place. Conditions apply. See in-store or joefresh.com for details.
At Cello Fresco, we've got fresh fruit and veggies. Make back to school so nutritious. Plus all the breads you love. Yeah, sounds delicious. Our prices so low, we like to say. See the Cello Fresco flyer for new deals weekly.
I'm back.
Mom,
I'm back.
I humbly suggest.
Thank you, Michael Jackson. I'm enjoying making Minecraft content. It's really nice because it's pre-recorded, so I don't have to be on all the time. It's not like when I'm live streaming where I constantly have to like have high energy. I can just kind of slow down in Minecraft and it's fine. And then I can like get the energy up when something interesting is happening. It's also nicer than like TikTok and Reels and Shorts and all that, because with those, every day I have to come up with new content. That's why I don't post as often anymore, because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to research a bunch of stuff and spend a couple of hours making videos for them to get a couple hundred views. It's exhausting. And so I like that about Minecraft, that I can kind of just sit down, play, react to what's happening, and then make one video and post like once a week. And it's enjoyable for me. I can go back and watch my videos. I know other people are enjoying it, so it's nice. I am gonna get back to making TikTok content. I just haven't had the energy or the motivation to do so. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Minecraft is one of the best games. I do really like Minecraft. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news. Like I said, I was on vacation. I just got back. I was back on Sunday, and it was really nice. We went out to the Yukon, which is like above British Columbia, and next to Alaska. We were like right at the Alaskan border, and I went to Alaska for the day, and that was really cool. But then we spent a lot of time out there. It was completely like enjoyable. It was wonderful. It was a really good time. It was nice to get away for a week and just kind of relax. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news. So we are gonna play some Minecraft, and I'm hoping that the recording is going to actually work, because I won't be able to use this footage on there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, this is all for the video. I am recording the gameplay footage separately than what you guys are seeing. It's being recorded on the Minecraft computer. Hopefully it will work. If it doesn't, I might lose a few days in Minecraft. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. So I'm pretty excited, I guess. I don't know if excited is the right word, but I'm looking forward to continuing with this, because I'm enjoying doing Minecraft. For those who are just joining, for those who don't know, like I said, I'm doing a 100 days challenge. Basically, I'm just surviving for 100 days of Minecraft. I have added a twist to it. I cannot leave the water. If I leave the water, I start to suffocate. So that's the challenge in it, is just surviving. I'm not trying to beat the game. I'm just trying to survive for 100 days and see what happens. And it's just like surviving. So I've been working on a base. I've been, farming and stuff. I am slowly working away at building a channel, hopefully to find another ocean, because the ocean I'm in doesn't have anything that I need. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. So I guess we'll get started, and we will see where things take us. And hopefully it will be good. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just triple check, because I am concerned. Okay, it is recording. We're good. And yeah, let's just do this, I guess. Ooh, are we double sounding? Oh, why is it double sound? Ooh, are you guys getting double sound? Hold on. Where's my channel? Because I'm getting double sound. Okay, let's hear that again. I'm getting double sound. Okay, let's hear that again. I'm getting double sound. Yeah. Double sound for you guys too, right? Okay, try that again. Yeah. Double sound for you guys too, right? Try that again. Yeah. Yeah, it's double sound. Why is it double sound? Why are we getting double sound? We should not be getting double sound. It's got to be in here, I think. Outputs, routing, USB 1. No, why is it double sound? Why am I getting double sound? Why am I getting double sound? I shouldn't be getting double sound. Why is it double sound? I don't understand. Oh, wait, is it the OBS? Is it OBS that's doing double sound? It might be OBS. Sorry, everybody. I haven't set up this way, so I am obviously dealing with some issues. Okay, that's not it. How about here? Still double sound. Why is it double sound? Okay, hold on. Let me start a YouTube video, see if I can hear something there. Oh, not Google account, my channel. Okay. I don't know, just this video, I guess. Is it double sound here? Yep, we're getting double sound. What is going on here? What is going on here? I have no idea why I have double sound. Because it's even coming through my headphones, so it's coming in doubled. Why is it coming in doubled? If it's coming in... If it's coming in, where does it come out?
Sorry, Mario. The princess is in another castle. Whoa, what's with the juggling routine here? Hi! Oh, I'm just making space on the shelf for that thing you got. And how did you know that somebody sent me something for the shelf? Well, I didn't read your email. Right. That must mean it came in the mail. Okay, well, I haven't even seen it yet, so how about you come help me unbox it first? Okay! Did I even tell you what I was getting?
What is it doing double sound for?
Box. No, this is the package it comes in. I need to open it first to look at it. Oh. Well, I don't have any choice, so just call me when you're done. You know what? That sounds like a...
I'm so confused. Girl loser, how's it going?
Illusion Neon.
How have you been?
So let's unbox it. So Illusion Neon makes neon signs, as you could probably tell from their name. So they were gracious.
Why am I
to
getting
send
double
me this
sound?
custom neon sign with my logo. Ever since I designed my logo, I've been wanting to hang something in the background with it, whether it was a t-shirt or some kind of poster. I never imagined I would have such an amazing gift come my way. Let me tell you, trying to get the right camera angle for this is really hard. So I'm going to use my phone. And
Okay, that fixed it, I think. Stress, that's not good. What's got you so stressed out?
Of course, there's a lot of protective packaging. It seems what's got you so stressed out? This is going to be great. I'm really hopeful. It traveled halfway across the world.
That is really weird. It's working, so...
It's upside down, so let me turn it around. Wow.
Ooh. Moving in 2 days. Not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, I think the sound is good now. So... let me just double check the video that I recorded a minute ago to make sure it's actually working. Come on, where do I click it? Come on, click it. Oh, I'm not getting sound. Should be getting sound. Why am I not getting sound? Oh, because I'm recording in separate channels. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we're good. Let me get started, and then we're good to go. Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. But we're good. This is what happens when you try to do things you don't normally do. Technical difficulties happen all the time when you're streaming. It's even worse when you're trying to set something up that you don't normally do. For those who are just joining us, who weren't here at the very top, I run a Minecraft channel where I just do Minecraft content. Very typical Minecraft content like Grian or Mumbo Jumbo, you know, the Hermitcraft folk, or like Wadzi. But because I don't show my face or anything, what I'm streaming won't work for the content, so I have to record the content separately. So I'm recording on my gaming PC, but I was running into some issues where the sound was doubling, so I just wanted to make sure that that was okay, so I fixed that. And now I'm just starting to play, and we're gonna do that. It's annoying anyway. Even if you don't have a lot of stuff, it's annoying to have to move anyway. So hopefully the move goes smoothly, and you know, the stress of it all goes by quickly, because that's the worst part, is how the stress just holds on and just won't go. Okay. So, again, for those who were not here at the top of the stream, I am playing Minecraft. The big thing with the way that I am playing is it is a world where I'm only going to survive for 100 days. And in the 100 days, I'm going to make this a bit smaller so people can see a little bit better. In the 100 days... Wow, I can't see it. It's pretty close to center, I think. That's pretty good. In the 100 days, I don't really have any goals. It's just about surviving and seeing like what kind of base I can build, how far into the game I can get. But I have added a twist. As you can tell, I'm in the water. I have added the twist of I cannot breathe when I'm in the air. If I'm in the air for too long, I die. And so that has made this a lot more challenging. And the mod that I found does not allow one thing that would be really helpful. There are a few other mods. One I couldn't get to work. The other one, you have to go to their Patreon, and I don't have the money. And this one, for some reason, does not have any kind of armor or upgrade or enchantment or anything that allows me to be in the air more than the time that they've allotted me. And I think I timed it, and it's about 15 seconds that I can survive in the air. So it's really made for a challenge, because I can't do the things that I would like to do to progress the game, but makes things interesting, if you know what I mean. Smut Gremlin, how's it going? Welcome, how are you? This is the base that I built. I was originally going for like a fish skull, and then that was too hard. So I went kind of like a stone frog look, yeah, that's kind of what I've done so far. I've done a lot of exploring. Like I said, I've kind of built a base over here. I just finished. That was what I did in the last day in the game. So, you know, I've got my little space here, and I've got my little enchantment corner right here. So I can enchant things whenever I'm ready. So that's kind of what we've been working with. I haven't done that yet, Girl Loser, because when you're in the overworld, the reason for the cauldron is because in the nether you can't have water. And so the cauldron's kind of like a hack workaround, from my understanding. I don't know if that was specific to that mod or if it's just all the time in the nether. But out here, all I do is just bring a bucket with me and just dump the bucket wherever I am to try to get air. But it runs out really quick, so I can't really go too far, which is kind of a bummer. Thundermouse, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. How are you? So I tried multiple things. I made a respiration helmet thinking that maybe it would reverse the settings where like I can get in the air with the respiration and it would last longer. Not the case. I spent multiple days in the game. It was a couple of recording sessions trying to get some scoots to build a turtle shell so I could see if that would help. But the way that I built the area that the turtles are in, the eggs kept getting trampled, and so that was useless. And so instead I started working on a channel, which I should probably bring tools. Started working on a channel to try to find a different ocean, because I've explored this whole ocean. There's no ocean monument. There's basically nothing over here. So I am trying to find a different place. I'll give you guys a little bit of a run around of how my base looks, or my area looks. Obviously I built my own little tree farm here, because like there are trees everywhere, but they are far away enough from the water that I kept getting hurt every time I tried to get some wood. Whereas here, it's right there. I can just come up, cut a couple of trees, and go back. I also have some wheat. And then I've got my own little cow farm right up here. So I can get myself some leather. I'm slowly working on an enchantment stuff. And yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing. What class are you in? Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble because of me. Okay. Oh yeah, this isn't my base anymore. Ooh, what day am I on? Day 39. Do I have anything written for day 39? Where are my notes? Yeah. Learning about plants, nice. Don't frown on it. The way the world's going, it's going to be important. It's going to be important. All right, so I don't need any of this stuff. I haven't organized any of this except for like the important things that are up here. Can't really ride a horse. I got 2 books. I fished for like half an hour and I got 2 books out of it. Not exactly the best turnout. Might as well cook these fish. We did say the same thing. We did say the same thing. I have not watched Forge Labs. Did they do an underwater survival one? I watched Wadsy do it. But his was the one that was on the Patreon, and I could not afford to go on the Patreon. So I found a free one, like I said. But this free one does not have any kind of way to breathe longer on the surface, which is kind of a bummer. I thought there was going to be some way for me to breathe on the surface, because the other one that I found had a way, but I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't trigger it to turn on, so I gave up on that one. And I tried for hours. Like, I had started working on this the second I uploaded the other one, and I probably did about 5 or 6 hours of testing to try to get one that works, and this is the only one that I found. And it's very, very basic. All he did was just turn off the ability to breathe. And all the power to him. I could never do it, but at the same time, I'm like, I wish he would have added a way, or she would have added a way for me to breathe when I was out of the water for longer. It would have been kind of handy. Okay, so we definitely need that. You have an axe, you have a pickaxe, and a shovel. If there's one benefit to being underwater all the time, is iron is plentiful down here. Yeah, so that's what I was looking at. I didn't look at them in particular, but that's what I was looking at, is these like 100-day challenges, because I was trying to figure out what to do. The 1 block sky block, although it did okay, it did not do as well as the 1 chunk challenge did. It was also really boring for me to play because I was stuck on 1 block, right? There was only 1 spot to mine, so I would spend, 2 hours just mining. And that was incredibly boring. It was hard to make the videos interesting when I was bored. Oh, I should put my fishing pole away. It was really hard to make the video interesting when I was bored playing. So I wanted to try something different. I had a couple of ideas that I was tossing around. And then a video popped up on my For You page saying that somebody fakes Minecraft. And when I watched it, they talked about the 100-day challenge. And I was like, that sounds like it would be kind of interesting to try. And so I thought it was worth a shot. And so now that's what I'm doing. And it has been interesting. It kind of sucks that this version of the mod that I got limits what I can do. But it has been really interesting trying to figure out how to get creative while being underwater the whole time. All right, see you later, Thundermouse. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, it's been interesting. Because obviously there are some limitations on things that I can build, on the way things function. I'm very, very limited on being able to go up into the air. And so exploration is kind of limited to water. Which is fine. It's just... Wrong way. Dang it. Which is fine. It's just... It's hard to find what to do for 100 days. Like, I'm a third of the way through. And... I haven't really figured out what to do at this point. I did a bunch building base and stuff up until now, but I haven't really done anything since. And so, okay. Day 30.2 started. 40. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying a bit of a different editing style. I'm not sure what I want to do with my editing, because one of the things that I do in my editing is throw in a lot of memes, and I speak in reaction to what's happening. But because it's 100 days, because I have a time limit, there are moments where I don't say a thing, where I'm just playing, and that means that I have to do kind of a voiceover. The downside is, where the heck am I going? Oh, I'm disoriented. I can't remember which way is the way that I'm supposed to go. I think it's this way. The downside is by doing a voiceover for the whole thing, it would totally change how my channel is. And I don't know if it's going to work well because it's going to be me kind of narrating what's happening on video. At the same time, 100 days is 30 plus hours. It is very, very hard to stay live for 30 plus hours and talk for 30 hours. And so it may be a mix of both. I haven't really decided what my editing style is going to be. Yeah, and I started writing notes specifically for that, is because I had a hard time in my regular videos, which were like 3 hours of footage, remembering everything that happened. And there were times where I would edit the video, post it, everything was done, and then I would remember there was something that happened that I wanted in the video that I completely forgot, and I just scrubbed over it without realizing it. And so I didn't want that to happen because this video is so much longer. Like the footage is so much longer, and I knew a bunch of stuff was going to happen that I wouldn't remember. So I ended up grabbing my tablet and started writing down whatever happened, even on days where nothing happened. At least that way I could be like, okay, day 33, nothing happened. I'm also, you know, not sitting for 12 hours because I got a full-time job. I don't want to just record. If I was a full-time creator, then I could sit for 8 hours and record for 8 hours. But because I'm not and I have to work, I'm only recording in like 2-hour stints. That's a lot of videos. It was going to be very hard for me to keep track of what happened in each video on top of remembering what happened, period. So I'm hoping that the notes are going to help. We'll see. K Fresh. It has been a hot minute. How have you been? How are you? How's life? Did I have a stroke writing this? Don't worry. I'm a terrible texter too. I am a terrible texter too, so don't worry. I get it. Okay, so this is where my scoot thing was. This is where my little water bridge should be. Oh, I only brought one bucket. Dang it. Did I bring the shovel? I did. Okay. It has been. What have you been doing with your life? What are you, what are you up to? For anybody who's watching, K Fresh is somebody that started way back in the day at the same time that I started. We've known each other for quite a while. Real laid back, chill dude. Super like high positivity. We're both old school. We've both been around for quite a while. Tim, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? How's life? Okay. So I'm trying to find another ocean. It is a complete nightmare trying to find anything to do when you're stuck underwater the whole time. So I'm trying to find another ocean. I've been digging this hole. I think I dug it for like 20 minutes, half an hour, because, when I dig, the water runs out and I have to add more water to it, which then adds more time to just digging a hole. And so this has been a very, very slow process. Oh, and I found a cave. I forgot about that. I think that's why I stopped. Is there anything down here? No, it just looks like an empty hole. Just moved to Alabama. Nice. How are you liking it? How are you liking it over there? Okay. There is one benefit to this mod. The person who made this mod somehow made it so my efficiency is incredibly high as long as I'm underwater. I don't have efficiency or anything on these tools, but for some reason when you're underwater, it goes super quick in this. Yeah, man, it's been a while. It's been quite a while. Hello, AQ. This world is okay. I am doing a... I don't know if you're asking about the Minecraft world, but I'm going to answer as if you're asking about the Minecraft world. I am doing a 100 day in Minecraft, but I'm only allowed to breathe underwater. And so it very much is a challenge because, you know, obviously I can't just go wherever I want. And right now, I'm in the process of trying to find myself an ocean. Oh, what's this? But I'm sorry you didn't get the job. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. Oh, okay. You were in the big city for a while, right? K-Fresh? I can't remember if it was like LA or New York or where it was. Wow, this is just all land. Where did I come from? I don't remember where my hole is. Oh no! That sounds so wrong. Where do I go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where did I come from? Where did I come from? Where do I go? Where did I come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Right here. Okay. I'm gonna build this just so I don't get confused. I don't think I can do it this way. Stop it. Stop it. Just do this. So I don't have whatever that one enchantment is where you can fight against the current. So any little bit of current pushes me everywhere. It's kind of a pain. Which is why I was working on the enchantment table. I was hoping that I'd be able to stop the flow, but it ain't working. Okay, yeah, it was you were in New York the last time I saw you post anything. And then Atlanta. How did you like Atlanta? That's a lot of moving. I'm scared to move. I'm a chicken. I'm scared to move. Okay. See, this is why it takes so long. Because I gotta keep adding water. It's such a slow process. I'm just trying to find some ocean. That can be a detriment, but it also leads to an exciting life, right? Like I definitely don't want to be one of those people that's like I was born and raised in one town and lived my whole life in one town and never ever saw anything. I don't want to be like that either. But I am terrified of like major change. I do like some kind of predictability. You know what I mean? Like even now, my girlfriend, she is a farm girl, but she is an opera singer, and I know that that means that when she finally gets, you know, a chance to do something pretty cool, it'll mean like uprooting and going, and it won't be just like going to the next province or even to the States. It'll be leaving for a totally different country, like in Europe or something, and that terrifies me. That terrifies me. You've lived in most places of your province. I've barely left mine. Mind you, my province is so big, right? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where life takes me. It all depends on where Kendra goes. Yeah, just a tad, just a tad. But we'll see what happens, right? Like, for all I know, Kendra might audition somewhere tomorrow and then get a big break and then off to France. Who knows? Yeah, she's a literal diva. She's a literal diva. She is, like, ridiculously talented, too. Like, she's got her master's degree in vocal, like, opera, whatever, I don't even know what it's called. Like, she's, like, the legit thing. She's a proper singer. Because I sang most of my life, too, but I don't know anything about music. She actually knows. She's very, very good. So, we'll see what happens. And then when she's famous, I'll get to, like, bump elbows with famous people. They won't know who I am. I'll be a nobody, but that's okay. Wow, I couldn't do that. I definitely couldn't do that. You know, I like predictability. I do not like that level of predictability. Like, even where I am now, I've been living here in this apartment for about 5 years at this point. 4.5, 5 years. I love it. I don't know if I'm ready to move, but it's more because I know where I'm living. I have a very good deal. And if I were to move, I'm going to be downgrading my apartment, and I don't want to do that. That being said, I would be more than happy to move somewhere else. I just don't have anywhere to move to. I mean, once I get married, that'll be a different story. Then her and I are going to have to decide where we want to go. See, this is what stinks. It's such a slow process to fight the current. Man. Okay. Let me try to be organized. Take that there, put it there. Take that there, put it there. That there, put it there. Am I making unlimited water sources? I don't even know. I feel like I am. Yeah, everything is ridiculously expensive. And that's the thing, my apartment is like a really, really good deal. So I don't want to give it up. It's also big enough for when Kendra and I get married, you know, for us to live here, but it's further away from the core, which is where she needs to be for her auditions and for work, because like the biggest opera company is in Toronto, and Toronto is like an hour and a half from my house. Which is just not reasonable for her to travel just for like a 10-minute audition. Especially because like all the lessons are out there, her proper vocal coach is out there. At the same time, moving to Toronto would triple my rent and half the size of my apartment, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I was trying to, but I'm trying to make like a proper, like a tunnel so I can just like take it whenever I have to go out here. And just the timing is so little. Being out in the air only lasts 15 seconds. I can barely walk away before I have to go back and get air, so it's not even worth doing it. Because that's how I started originally. I took a couple of cobblestone, and I would like build a tower and just put the water in, so I could stand under the water. But that not only took longer, but I ran out of cobblestone like within a few minutes, because it's just such a far distance that I figured this was more of a long-term solution, even though it's a lot slower in the short term. You know what I mean? Three other roommates. The first time I've ever had roommates. Oh, I would hate that. I would hate that, girl loser. I am not a roommate person. I had roommates in college, and I will do whatever I can to avoid it for as long as I can. I hated having roommates. I'm a very quiet person. Like right now I'm being loud because I'm streaming, obviously. But overall, I'm a very quiet person, and you know, roommates like to go out and do stuff, and they can be loud, and or they don't do the dishes, and I just don't want to live like that. You know, or like they'll steal your food, or they won't pay their bill, and then it's on you. I don't. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, New York is ridiculous. New York is ridiculously expensive. I mean, Toronto is not much further off. Canada has been ranked one of the most expensive countries in the world to live in, and Toronto and Vancouver, I think was the other one, are two of the most expensive cities in the world to live in. Like in Toronto, you might get like a bachelor apartment. I don't even know how many square feet that would be. But you might get a bachelor apartment. You're going to pay like $3,000 a month for a bachelor, plus all the utilities. Whereas where I'm living right now, I've got 2,000 square feet. I do have to pay the utilities, but it's like $1,200. And so it's a really, really, really good deal, and I do not want to give that up. Cat Bite, how's it going? How are you? Yeah, Toronto is like insane, and that's the problem that I'm having with Kendra. Like Kendra and I are having together. I mean, not that I have an issue with Kendra. It's that she needs to be in Toronto. Like that's the end point. But to live in Toronto is a gigantic price bump for a huge reduction in size. And in the end, she needs a space to rehearse. And if I continue with the content, which, you know, who knows what'll happen down the line, but as it stands right now, I'm still going to continue with the content. I need a space for my stream and all that. And in Toronto, that would just be impossible. But it's also ridiculous for her to have to drive 3 hours on a regular basis to go out to Toronto to take her lessons, to do auditions, to, you know, have her, her like Alexander Technique stuff. That's like physical stuff. It's a really far distance. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Just here working on the Minecraft video because this is... Oh, this challenge is a lot longer than I expected it to be. And because of how long it is, I am missing streams while I work on this. And I need to get the video done. You know, I haven't posted in like a month, and I need to post, but I still am only, what day am I on? I am on day 40 out of 100. I haven't even reached the halfway point yet. So I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone and stream while I play this? How's the little one, Catbite? Okay, if clay means body of water nearby, let me see. Let me explore this area for a bit. Because there's a tiny body of water, but does it lead to an ocean? Can I... You know what? I'll do this. But look how quick my time runs out. Look how quick my time runs out. Okay. There. And I'm out of air already. Okay. At least I can kind of see it. Started solids. Nice. Loves banana, hates sweet potato. Sounds like me. I like him. He's got good taste. I hate sweet potato. Nope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me in. Let me in. No. Uh-oh. 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 Go, 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 go. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Okay. Whew. Very relaxing to watch. That's what I like about Minecraft. I started watching it because my ex's kid really liked Minecraft, and I wanted to kind of, you know, learn about Minecraft so I could actually play it with her. But I also wanted to, like, have some way to spend time with her that wasn't just playing video games. And so we would watch some Minecrafters, And I started to really like their content. And the main reason I like their content is because it can be so relaxing. Like, I can just throw on one of their videos and just let it play in the background. And it can be really funny and it can be exciting, but it could also just be chilled out and you just watch them build something for an hour. But as a creator, it can be really, really hard because nothing super exciting happens. So there's not a lot to drive you. It's all up to your own imagination and your own willingness to, you know, invent something. Or like just come up with a random goal that doesn't mean anything, like I am right now by trying to find the ocean. Which does not seem to be going well. I gotta say though, I haven't had any motivation to make any content, which has been a little bit hard to fight. It's a little bit hard to fight it. Having the week away was really nice to feel refreshed, but it was also really bad because now I'm like, I don't need content. I don't need the stress. Life was good when I wasn't freaking out about like how many views was I getting or how often I'm posting. But I do like this whole Minecraft idea because I can just work away at my own pace and not have to feel stressed out that I'm not working at the pace the algorithm wants. K-Fresh, are you... Like, I haven't seen you post anything in a long time, but I also haven't really been watching YouTube or anything very much. Have you been posting? And if not, are you planning to go back to posting? Or was that a part of your life that you're like, I experienced it and I'm done with it? Yeah, the Minecraft content is actually not doing poorly. You know, it's not doing well in comparison to like my TikTok stuff used to do, but it's also so much more rewarding at a much lower result. You know what I mean? Like if on TikTok I get 300 views, which like my last like 8 or 9 videos, that's what they did. It feels horrible. Like it really sucks. Even though it only took me like an hour to post the video. Whereas like my Minecraft videos are 8 or 9 hours of work, 10 hours of work, but they get 200 views and I actually feel really good about it. Because those 200 views also get me 3 or 4 subscribers. Whereas on TikTok, those 200 views get me nothing. And I am on an upward trajectory, which is really nice. Definitely YouTube likes the much longer videos because like my 2-hour-long Minecraft videos, 3-hour-long Minecraft videos seem to really do well, whereas you know the 20-minute videos don't perform nearly as well. But I'm having a much better time on YouTube than I am on TikTok, enjoyment wise. Nice, K-Fresh. Yeah, I had quite a bit of luck on TikTok for a while. Then I basically burnt out. Partially just because the more eyes you get on you, the more hate you get. And there's like a certain teetering point where that happens, and it's really annoying. And I didn't realize how much it would not only affect me, but how annoying it would be because I would need to answer. And so that kind of, you know, killed a lot of my motivation. Then there was also how the algorithms work and how they punish people. And sometimes it's very unfairly. Like I have a strike on my channel now because TikTok deemed one of my videos self-harm, and it was because the title of the game, which was really dumb. I hear Bing Bong, but I can't see what it was. Oh, Ranchman followed. Thank you so much. Because like the title of the game was something that TikTok picked up as self-harm. It wasn't even like I was bashing the game or even talking about what happens in the game. It was just the title. And so sometimes that gets really exhausting. But the biggest issue for me was I just ran out of ideas. Every time I did something, somebody would steal it. And then, you know, there were multiple people. Some people were even like mutuals of mine who just took my joke and repackaged it as their own. And that gets frustrating to watch. And so you would always have to come up with a new scheme of a new thing you were going to do. And it was really hard. You know, I was posting 3 times a day. And it got exhausting after a while to keep trying to stay ahead of the curve. And so I started to slow down. And now I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to go back to it. It's a lot of work. I mean, I know I have to because I've got contracts and everything to handle, but yeah, it can be exhausting. I hope you're enjoying. I'm trying to get myself motivated to go back into it. Yeah, TikTok is insanely volatile. That's the problem is, you know, you can do really, really well in a video and then the next video does nothing. I reposted an old TikTok that went fairly viral, you know, like 700,000 views. And I reposted it and it got like 250,000 views. And it's like, cool. I reposted another viral video, which got about 250,000 views. It didn't even break 200 views on TikTok. It's so hard to know what is going on. And ever since I got the strike, I cannot break 1,000 views. And that's really, really disheartening because there is no community building on TikTok. And that's not a bash on the community. That's a bash on TikTok. They don't have a format for your viewers to want to continue watching you because it's always the next best thing. And so it's hard to stay on top of it. The amount of people that have come in and be like, oh, you're finally posting again. And it's like, I've been posting nonstop. I haven't stopped. You know, I stopped for 2 or 3 days. And so that goes to show how TikTok doesn't show your content, which makes it really, really hard to stay connected with the people that watch you, which then in turn makes it more volatile to stay on top, which kind of sucks, you know? It's going really well, we win. Right now, I'm just trying to build a really long tunnel trying to find ocean, but it doesn't seem to be working. It seems like there is not a lot of ocean in this area. But yeah, K-Fresh, it's kind of frustrating. There's also like the factor of, and this is 100% a flaw on me, it's not a criticism of TikTok or content creation or to say like give up because this is what's going to happen to you. It's my own flaw and struggle as a content creator. Is it's very hard to not compare yourself to the prior stuff you've done. Because, you know, when I would post and I was getting 20, 30,000 views per video, no problem. And then my good videos were doing 500,000 views and my amazing videos were 800,000 views. It's really hard to post and then see 5,000 views. And you're going, but I'm doing the same quality of content, but it's not hitting the right spot. And not like, oh, the algorithm isn't listening. It's like, I'm not delivering it right, or the joke is now stale and people aren't enjoying it, so I haven't moved on well enough. That's the stuff I really, really struggle with. Because I just look at the old numbers, I'm like, yeah, but I used to do this, and why can't I get those views again? Which is objectively a terrible way to approach content. But that then adds to the I am not feeling satisfied with the content I'm making, which kind of sucks. So it's kind of frustrating. It's a mindset that I haven't figured out how to balance yet, which I really need to. What is happening here? Why is it? That's really weird. Yeah, social media changes really quickly. Social media is also very cruel. And so it's even harder to stay positive when I'm constantly getting messages going, bro, you fell off so hard. Bro, your content used to be good. And it's just like, I know I used to get views. I know I don't get views anymore. That part can also kind of like rub some salt in the wounds. And then, you know, when you've got a very large following, not, you know, superstar following or anything like even remotely, but compared to everything else that I've done, you know, having 6,000 followers on a platform versus having 130,000 followers on another, it can make you feel like you're failing as you're watching the numbers just kind of stagnate and eventually dwindle. And that part, again, also kind of feeds into the loop. So yeah, social media can be pretty rough. It can be pretty rough. But all that to say, that's where I'm trying to get my motivation back is get out of that rut that I'm feeling psychologically and just get back to creating. But I have yet to find it. We shall see where it comes from. And that's the thing, is like, I enjoy making the content that I make, but I more so enjoy other people enjoying my content. And that's where that logic, although it's sound, it doesn't always fit. Because for me, making content that I'm proud of all my videos. Because I put work into them. And I'm not trying to say, you know, all my videos are amazing. What I'm saying is, like, I put work into them, and they usually result in what I'm hoping they will result in, quality-wise. But it's the other people enjoying it that I enjoy the most. And so it's easier said than done to say you just need to enjoy it when the enjoyment is other people enjoying it. And for whatever reason, I am unable to get the point of view that other people have to be able to enjoy it. I have the incorrect point of view as far as like what is actually enjoyable for people and trending for people. You know what I mean? Which is one thing I do like about Minecraft, because I actually understand Minecraft content and enjoy the same kind of content that other people tend to enjoy. And even the people that get mad at me, like I had a guy recently give me a hate comment on my Minecraft channel that he finds my channel annoying. But even that, I'm just like, yeah, then go watch a different type of Minecraft channel, because there's a few different types, and I'm just not the one you like. Exactly, and that's exactly it. It's the people enjoying it that makes it more enjoyable. And so, when people aren't enjoying the content you make, it's not frustrating. Isn't the right word. Maybe it is the right word, but what's frustrating is why can I not wrap my head around what other people would find enjoyable? It feels kind of like, you know, when somebody tells a joke and they're really bad at telling a joke and they laugh at their joke really, really hard and everybody else is like, okay. That's kind of the feeling that when you realize, oh, nobody else thinks this is funny. That's the feeling, and that's not a very nice feeling, frustration-wise, because then you're sitting there going, what is it that's funny then? If that's not funny, why don't I find it funny, the things they find funny? I need to figure out what is actually funny. Or like when someone tries to do something cool and it's just cringy, and then you sit there going, hey, but why is that cringy? I thought it was the same as what they did. What am I not seeing that's cringy? Exactly. It's like a baker baking for other people to enjoy it. Like, you can be proud of the cake you made or the cookies you baked or whatever, and you can be like, those are some good cookies. But then nobody else likes them, and you're like, but I made them for other people to enjoy. Because although I like cookies, I like watching other people enjoy my cookies. All right, we went a very, very long distance. Where did this take me? Is there ocean nearby anywhere? Yes. Okay, I'm going to continue with the digging just because we're about to run out of air. Oh, God. Okay. Whew. There. Now you saw it, girl loser. This is what I mean by the water runs out way too fast. The water runs out way, way too fast. And it makes it almost impossible to do anything without running out of air. Oops. No! Okay. Whew. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like sometimes it's your own energy and the mindset just brings people in. A lot of the time it's almost luck based. Streams, I can't really talk about streams because I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. But like with TikTok and stuff, it's definitely a lot of luck because it's a lot of luck because it goes off of who watched your video for how long. And like, if they just happen to send the video to the wrong crowd and nobody watches it, the video performs poorly. Now, the counterpoint is if your video is good, it doesn't matter what crowd they send it to, they will watch it for at least a little bit. And if they don't, then your video is not good. But it's kind of you know, there's still an element of lack of control, I guess. And that's frustrating because then it's hard to kind of predict what you should be doing. Where you want to derail everything. Yeah, I have moments like that. I definitely have moments like that. Right now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I would like some predictability, some stability. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ooh, got a galaxy. Thank you for the galaxy. It's for your memories and your friends. Yeah. And that's kind of what I am doing right now. It's like the videos that I'm posting right now are not necessarily for views. My Minecraft videos in particular are very much just something that I would enjoy. You know what I mean? I'm challenging myself to do something that I think would be interesting to try. I am playing a game that I enjoy to kind of unwind. And if the content does well, great. If it doesn't, oh well. The only pressure I am feeling is the contracts. You know, because like with Lord Hair, I'm on a 1-year contract. I have to do content for them. And because Lord Hair is actually something I believe in and something that has changed my life, I don't want to lose the contract. And so the pressure of I want views so the contract is worthwhile, so they don't say like, hey, get out of here. That part is definitely a part that I am struggling with. And it kind of sucks. Because I am very, very happy with Lord Hair. And I'm very, very unhappy with the fact that I cannot get videos to perform well, so they don't want to get rid of me. There we go. ADHD meds? Or other ones, unmentioned other ones. This guy is studying? If you're talking about me, I don't really know what you mean. If you mean you're studying, what are you studying? Yeah, I'm very, very proud of the content of the product they make. I'm not proud. I really believe in the product they make. There are obviously limitations to any hair system. That's just the nature of hair systems. Because like front hairlines are incredibly hard to make realistic. This system is one of their newest systems. This is the one I made a video about a little while ago. They sent me a different one that I was wearing recently. And then I woke up like a cartoon character with like the back sticking straight up. Like it had come unstuck. Because if you don't know, I was away at the Yukon for a while. And we went on the river and it was raining all day. And so like the moisture kind of got in and softened the glue. And this morning when I woke up, I felt the back of my head. And I was like, oh, I can feel my scalp. And then I looked in the mirror and my hair was like all scrunched forward. It was like up to here and I had like this big bald spot. It looked hilarious. Anyway, I needed to do maintenance, but I'm doing a new video for them in about a week and a half. They're sending me out the hair system in the next day or two. So I'm going to get it in a week and a half. I didn't want to do like any crazy maintenance. And I wanted to try something different. So I did like a bit of a mullet hairdo just to see what it looked like. Kendra hates it, by the way. But this system is one of their newer ones. I wasn't wearing it. I wore it for the contract, but I took it off because they sent me the wrong color. And this is a thinner system, like it's got less hair. And because it's got less hair, the lighter color looked even lighter. And on my head, it didn't match my natural hair. And my natural hair, now I've cut it, but like this is my natural hair here. It's really, really black. And the brown really stood out. So I took it off fairly quickly. I put on a different one. Then they sent me the one I had recently, and I decided I would risk it, and I dyed it. And it worked really well, so I took the last bit of dye, and I dyed this one. Went on vacation, now I'm back. So I decided to try it on to see how it looks. The big benefit, the reason I'm saying all this, the big benefit to this hair is the hairline is incredibly thin. And so it has a bit more of a realistic hairline than you would see on most hair systems, which really helps. And that's one of the things you cannot really negate in a hair system is the hairline always looks slightly artificial because it's just too clean. Natural hairs very much go from very thin, small hairs and slowly thickens into the natural hair. And it's only like an inch of space, 2.5 centimeters of space. But to do that for every single hair system would mean, very intricate work for every hair system. And a company like Lord Hair is doing mass productions. They can't spend the time doing that all the time. But if you want that, you're also going to be spending, $1,500 on a hair system. This is a $200 hair system. I'll give up the hairline and I'll fix it myself if I need to. But outside of that, their product is amazing. Like, it just looks like you cannot see where my hair ends and the system starts. And like I said, this is my natural hair here. All this is my natural hair. The system's way up here, but you can't see it, right? Like, now, whether you like the haircut or not, that's a different story, but that's me cutting my own hair. But, you know, it looks natural. And, like, you can see my scalp, right? Like, you can see my scalp in there. And it just looks natural, which is what I really, really like, you know? Okay, hold on. I missed part of the conversation because I was looking at my own reflection in the mirror. I was looking at my own video footage. For ADHD, nice. Exactly, and that's the problem is once there's an actual like specific thing, whether it's money or numbers for them to be able to continue with the work, then all of a sudden you start freaking out because if the video doesn't do well, it's like, oh god, they're gonna get rid of me. But nice. I'm glad you're gonna try some ADHD meds. I've found them to be life changing. I also realized recently I was watching a video from a pharmacist who was talking about magnesium, and apparently some ADHD stimulants will cause a reduction of magnesium in the brain, which then actually reduces the strength or the potency of the ADHD meds. And so about a week ago, I started taking magnesium. I've started feeling a difference with like, again, feeling energetic when I take my meds, which I wasn't feeling before. So that's been really nice, but it's been life-changing. It's been life-changing to have those meds. You're about to say, yeah, and that's the problem is like the anxiety goes up because you start worrying about like, am I performing well enough? What are they expecting from me? And how aware are they that the promo stuff that I would do is gonna do badly? Because that's what happens to me, right? Like I can do 8 videos that all do 2,000 views, 5,000 views, 10,000 views, and then I do a promo video and it's 200 views. And it's like, are they expecting 10,000 views from their promo, or do they know it's going to perform considerably worse, but they're going to take that anyway? That's always scary. Looks very Gen Z. Yeah. I just wanted to try something a bit more modern. I used to have a mullet. That's what I used to do, but it was a lot thinner. It was like about there. It was like a thicker mohawk. But it was also like this, like bushy and outwards. It wasn't like a spiky mohawk. And I did that for a long time until I started to like fully lose my hair. Then I shaved it right off. And I've been wanting to try it for a while. Kendra hates it. And I suggested it to her and she's like, I don't like that. I decided I would try it this time because I'm getting new hair and I don't know what the new hair is going to be like. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it now because if I hate it, I can shave it down to be short again and I'll be fine. But I thought I would try. I got lost in the beautifulness. Why is that message so purple? I don't know, Weewin. I have no idea. That was really weird. But yeah, I found that the magnesium helped, which I didn't know anything about. And I thought it wouldn't hurt. It's just like a vitamin, right? It's not like I'm adding another prescribed medication. It's just a vitamin that people take on a regular basis. And I have noticed a bit of a difference with the magnesium, which has been really nice. But yeah, this isn't everybody's hairstyle. I think it's fine. It doesn't bother me. I do like weird hairstyles. I've always liked kind of strange hairstyles. But I just wanted to try something different because I got tired of having the same haircut. And my hair had gotten long enough over the last little while that it was starting to get kind of frizzy on the sides, which made it more obvious that I was wearing a hair system. And although I'm not ashamed of it, I do still want it to look natural. So I was like, if I go with something extreme, then it's going to be a very defined line, but it also helps break up the fact that I'm wearing a hair system rather than trying to hide it and there's still a line that makes it obvious. You know what I mean? Oh, scene. Yes. Thank you. Always. Always, man. Always. You're growing it out. Nice. Okay. How far close am I? I gotta get close now. Like, yeah, my hair does grow fairly quickly. I just don't have a lot of it on the top of my head. I used to have enough hair that, like, my hair was a bit thicker than this for a long time. like for all my life until I was like in my mid-20s. But I used to have to cut my hair once every 2 weeks, roughly, because it would grow in so quickly. Even now, like when I used to fully shave my head, I have to shave my head once a week at least, because I would end up getting enough of a stubble that I couldn't not do it. But it all fell out. And what can I do? It just is what it is. Sometimes, oh gosh, this isn't good. Sometimes life does not agree with the plans you may have, which kind of sucks. Infinity Gamer, how's it going? Welcome. I should. I've actually considered doing... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, I'm safe. I do want to go back to Yukon. It's gorgeous there. It's very expensive there because it's so far up north. It's one of those areas where like they have to fly in stuff. They can't just like get groceries normally. So it's very, very expensive. It's also very, very cold. So I don't know if I want to live there, but I would definitely go back. I was telling Kendra that I would love to make that like a place that we go, you know, once a year, once every couple of years, because it's so beautiful and so peaceful, and like there's nothing like the fresh air you get from there. Oh. But yeah, I was saying, for Tig, have you changed your name? The name does not sound familiar, but welcome back. But yeah, what I was saying, Girl Loser, I have been thinking about doing something like that, where like I have some kind of like command. Some kind of command that will allow people to set off a sound or whatever to be like, hey, change the scene back because you're an idiot. The Yukon is one of our territories here in Canada, like a state. It's right next to Alaska, and very similar to Alaska as far as like how it looks and the weather and all that kind of stuff. But it's like super high up north. Like we were, I think Kendra's sister, and Yukon is Yukon, like the Yukon Rush, like the gold rush. And so it's so far up north. Kendra's sister, I think, was saying if we were to drive another 3 hours north, we would be at the northern circle, where like there is never any nighttime in the summer and there's never any daytime during the winter. We were pretty damn close. Like it was like 11:30 at night, and you could still see a little bit of light, and it was still kind of light out there. Like it felt like right before the sun fully sets, right before it goes dark. It was like that, you know, like I don't know, 7 p.m. kind of thing. And then the sun was up super early. Like I'd be up at 6 in the morning and the sun was already out. And we're just like at the tail end of winter. They were saying, Kendra's sister was saying that midwinter, they get like maybe 3-4 hours of sunlight, and then in the midsummer, they might get 2 or 3 hours of night, which is like crazy. Oh yes. Yeah, it's been a minute, and you weren't around for a long time. When people usually say "remember me" on my channel, I'm not saying this is what they always do, but on my channel, it's usually people that were here years ago when I was streaming on YouTube specifically, or like when I used to stream consistently on Twitch. And they're saying, "Do you remember me?" It's like I haven't been here in a year. That's why I was like, I don't recognize the name, but it's because you came once or twice, and my memory sucks. So. That's why you had a dark intent. Yeah, I was in a hotel and we had thick curtains, so it was fine for me. I mean, I work night shift, so I'm used to sleeping when the light is out. But yeah, it's a weird feeling, K-Fresh. It's a really weird feeling. Again, I work night shift, and there's a 3-hour time difference from here. So for me, when it was 10 o'clock at night over there, it was, 1 in the morning here? So I was okay. But it did feel really, really weird. Like, we went for a horse ride. I didn't even tell you guys this story. I gotta pause it to tell you guys this story. This story is wild. So we went on a horseback ride into the mountains. and I was really excited. It was gonna be, you know, a great experience. And for those who don't know, I mean, nobody knows because I haven't really said anything. Not gonna make a post or anything. Give me a sec. For those who don't know, this trip was really important to me. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. Was really important to me because I did a thing while I was out there. And I had originally planned for it to happen. Hold on. There's another picture. Hold on. Yeah, I did a thing while I was out there. And so I was planning to do it on the horse ride and ended up not doing it on the horse ride because I had spoken to her and she's like, if you ever do that, I want to be like alone. I don't want it to be in front of a bunch of people. I don't want people taking videos and pictures because it's just uncomfortable. And thank you. She really likes it. So I'm glad. And so I was going to do it on the horse ride. I decided not to. We did it while we were on a walk while it was raining. But it was right by like the Yukon River. It was really nice. And then we went on the horse ride and it was out in the mountains. But the woman, as soon as I met her, I even made a comment to them because it was me, Kendra, Kendra's two sisters, and Kendra's sister-in-law. And as soon as I met her, I turned to Kendra and her sister and sisters, whatever, the whole group. And I was like, that lady is stoned AF. Like she just looked like a pothead. I'm not saying she is. She looked like one. It was my opinion. Don't sue me if this lady ever sees this. And I was a little bit concerned. I haven't been on a horse in like, when I turned 23 is when I went on. So that's 15 years ago was the last time I was on a horse. And it was the same kind of like guided horse ride. And like these horses that I went on before were so well trained that I didn't even have to like really pull on the reins or anything. The horse just did what it needed to do and just took us around. It was really, really like plain paths. It wasn't anything exciting. This place was out in the bush, in barely a game track. Like it was like the trees were actually like rubbing up against my feet when we were going through tight squeezes from how small this place was, how like unkempt this place was. So a little bit concerned to be seeing that, especially because the lady didn't give us any breakdown about any of the commands the horses use, about anything that we're supposed to do when we're on the horses. She just asked us to water the horses and then we were off. So a little bit concerned, but whatever. She tells us one of her horses got hurt, so she has to ride the oldest horse, which is like this old lady horse. You know, she's 25 years old. I'm not saying the horse is for old ladies. The horse was an old lady. So she had to take her because she was the littlest out of all of us, and the horse couldn't really handle it. So she's like, I'll walk most of the way, but I can ride her for the tougher stuff. And you know, that way you guys all have horses to ride on. So we go into the bush. We are about 20 minutes into the ride, and then she tells us we may have the horses kind of, you know, scoot forward real quick because there are wasp nests in the area that we're going to be in, and sometimes they sting the horses, and the horses will kind of just like jump forward to get away from the wasp, and then we're good. Just don't be too scared when you feel the horse kind of like jolt forward. Again, we are not horse people. This feels a little bit tense. We're going on this ride, and sorry, put some music on so it's not just me talking. We're going on this ride, and remember, this is where I was expecting to propose, and I didn't do it. And then all of a sudden, she is pointing out one of the wasp nests, and we move forward, and then she stops to clear a branch from the path. All of a sudden I hear screaming, and I turn around as one of the horses is like beelining it right to me, no pun intended, heading right to me. And then it starts to rear up, and then it starts to kick in my horse's direction. So my horse starts freaking out, and there's another horse behind me that's also freaking out. So there are 3 horses freaking out. The horse that's next to me freaking out has no rider. And I look back and Kendra's just getting up from being on the floor. The horse threw her. in the middle of the bush while we're surrounded by branches and rocks and everything. Thankfully, she wasn't seriously hurt. And then the horse runs in front of me. I can see the wasp is caught on the back of the horse, so it's continually stinging the horse. So the horse is freaking out because it can't get rid of the wasp. First thing this woman does is blame Kendra, saying, "Why did you get off the horse? You should have stayed on the horse. That's why he's out of control." She got thrown. She didn't choose to fly onto her back off the horse. The horse kicked her off. I was furious. That took about 5-10 minutes to get the horse finally back under control. The woman finally listened to me and killed the wasp on the horse's back. The horse calmed down. And then the woman started insisting that Kendra get back on the horse, because, you know, they say, get back on the horse or you'll never get on it again. Obviously, Kendra is terrified, so she decides to walk the horse up. The lady takes us to this viewpoint so we can see the beautiful mountains and whatever. And she's insisting that Kendra get back on the horse because we cannot head back. We have to keep going forward, according to this woman, and it's going to take another hour and a half to get back to the home. So Kendra's like, I don't want to get on this horse. So then I offer to give her my horse, and then I get on the horse that's already lost control. Kendra finally gets back on my horse. My horse was in a lot more control. Even when he was starting to panic, he was a lot more calm than the other horse was. So I take the scary horse. We ride for a while, for another like 45 minutes to an hour. And this stupid woman keeps pointing out every wasp nest, walks far enough for her to get away from the wasp nest, and then stops as we're all next to the wasp nests. Over and over and over again. So all of us are tension through the roof. None of us want to be on this ride anymore. Kendra's in pain. And this woman's acting like, you know, it's okay. You guys, you're city slickers. You don't get it. It's like, no, we are not horse people. And these are gigantic animals that could hurt us seriously. And on one of the stops, my horse gets stung again. And I can hear him starting to freak out. First, he starts by shaking his head and he's pulling the reins out of my hands because like I've got a tight grip on this horse now that I know he's willing to kick me off. He starts pulling on my reins really hard. Then I hear him start to stomp really hard, and he starts like breathe out and like do the sound as he's freaking out. And then he starts kicking and trying to get me off. He starts bucking, trying to get me off. I was able to, you know, pull him away from the wasp nest and stop him from bucking me off. But at that point we were done. And this woman keeps bringing us to viewpoints saying like, hey, let's take this beautiful picture. And we're like, no, let's just go. When Kendra saw my horse freak out a second time, which was her horse that threw her, she got off the horse. She's like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. It was horrible. All this to say, thank God I decided not to propose that day, because that would have been horrible. But yeah, that was the horseback ride. And so I'm pretty sure that woman was, you know, doing some Mary Jane, which is fine, whatever. But she should not be running a tour on horseback with horses that are not fully trained, while she is not fully coherent on what's happening. Like, it was very clear she wasn't fully comprehending what was going on and how serious it was. Like, when you're dealing with these animals, you know what's going to happen. You have to sign waivers that you could be thrown off, you could get hurt, whatever. She should at least have basic first aid, so if somebody does get thrown off, she could at least check them over. She didn't even ask Kendra if she was okay for 15 minutes. It's like, are you kidding me, lady? Like, you should at least ask her if she hit her head. Like, we're wearing helmets, but you could still hit your head on a rock or something and hurt yourself. Didn't even check on her. It was a bad experience. Didn't offer us any kind of refund. Like, to even say, you know, it was a bad ride right from the start, I'm going to give you half your money back or whatever. I get it. She has to get paid because she spent time with us. Turns out the horse that threw her and almost threw me is the woman's specific horse that she rides. It is not used to having strangers on its back. So she put us in danger to begin with. It was a mess. It was a hot mess. It was wild. Kendra was pretty spooked. She's sore, but she didn't end up with any bruising or any kind of like serious injury. But it was freaky. And then to add, at the end of the ride, like the last 20 minutes of the ride, she starts telling Kendra's twin to tell me, because she doesn't know my name, to grab onto the reins hard and not let the horse go, because the horse has a tendency to just run into the middle of the woods once we reach a certain spot. Why are you giving me a horse that you know runs off on its own, that refuses to listen to commands and just goes off on its own? When we are all not horse riders, I was livid. I was livid because she deliberately put us in danger, and it was just such a bad experience. Such a bad experience. Andrew Bites, how you been? It has been a minute. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, thankfully we were in a spot that was fairly like clear on the floor, at least. Andrew, thank you for the music. I appreciate that. So when Kendra fell, you know, it hurt, but she didn't like land on any rocks. There was no like cement surface around, so thankfully, you know, it wasn't worse than it could have been. But yeah, horses are dangerous. They're not like on TV when you hear like a horse lose control, it's like, yeah, it looks scary, but it's not the same as when you have that gigantic animal next to you. And when it starts kicking and you just know there's nothing you can do, you're just along for the ride. It was freaky. It was freaky. But yeah, thankfully you were okay, because falling off a horse, it happens, right? Like my friend Catherine, her daughter rides horses. She's been thrown off a horse, but she's also in a pen that is like softer dirt that is with the expectation that you will fall. Because eventually you will fall when you're jumping horses and stuff. But when you're running a tour with people who don't know anything about horses, you damn well better make sure those horses are as trained as possible, so that way any emergency will be easier to handle. These horses were very clearly not trained well enough. They were trained, they listened, they were not trained well enough, and she was not prepared to handle an accident like what happened. Especially because she told us right as we were getting ready to go that the last tour she did the day before, another guy got thrown from the same horse. So this horse has a tendency to throw people, and you're still putting people on the horse. Like, it's wild. It's completely wild. But I'm doing really well, Andrew Bites. I'm doing really well. Okay. Is it daytime? It's daytime, okay. Come on. No, stop it. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. Whoops. Whoops, I'm gonna drown. Okay. That's a weird glitch. Okay. I have no idea. I didn't book it. Kendra booked it. And so I have no clue how her reviews were or anything, but it was not a good experience. And like, I'm not blaming the woman directly. Like, it's not like she set out to put us in danger or like she was okay with people being hurt. It was one of those situations where she was in over her head. She needs to kind of review what it is that she's doing. But it was, and you could see that she was like fairly upset about it because she kept asking, are we okay? And she kept like saying like, this has never happened before. I can't believe this happened and blah, blah, blah. And her constantly being like, hey, look how beautiful it is. Look at the sunset and take pictures. It was very clear. It was her trying her best to like make us enjoy the last bit of the ride because she felt bad that the ride was ruined. At the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, you're in over your head. You should not be doing the thing you're doing because you are clearly underprepared for the inevitability that an amateur could get hurt by your horses who are not trained well enough. And I also can even cut her the break of, it's the Yukon, you know, it's like Alaska. You're gonna suspect that a lot of the people who are gonna do this have experience with horses. So a slightly undertrained horse, although a challenge, would still be manageable. But it's probably not a risk you should be so easily taking when your whole business is on the line and you could potentially hurt somebody. And although there are waivers, there is a level of negligence that is not waived away with the waiver, especially if somebody loses their life, you know, or becomes permanently damaged. Okay, we're getting so close. It's gotta be close. Which one would I recommend? Oh, I'll be honest with you, Andrew Bites. I have bad taste in Soulsborne games. My favorite Dark Souls is Dark Souls 2. It's the one people like the least. I would probably say Dark Souls 3 would be the consensus on which one is, like, of it being one of the best. Dark Souls 3 is quite good. if you're talking about the whole like Soulsborne series, I would say Bloodborne is probably a really good one to start on. But yeah, easy answer, probably Dark Souls 3. You have no idea what I'm doing? Okay, so I haven't explained it since you've been here. I am playing a 100-day challenge in Minecraft. Basically, I am surviving for 100 days in the Minecraft world, which leads to about 33 hours of gameplay. And I put on a mod that I can only breathe when I'm underwater. I cannot breathe in the air. And so I am building a really, really long tunnel to find a different ocean biome because although I have built my whole base in the ocean, there is nothing there. There are no monuments. There's nothing for me to explore anymore. And so I've been fighting my way. Finally, I've been fighting my way. What the heck? Oh, it's this. Oh, that was weird. I've been fighting my way into a different ocean biome, but it was so far away that I couldn't just walk to get there. Because if you look, this is how long I can survive in the air. And it seems kind of long, but when you're actually trying to do something, this is not a long time at all. And then... and it kills me. And so it's kind of hard to travel far distances without being underwater. So I built this tunnel in the hopes that I would find an ocean. And we finally did, but it was a very, very long way away. I just gotta try to get a bit of a tower so I can have somewhere to call back to where I'm supposed to be. I'm also gonna take a screenshot of my location. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Okay. So we got a bit of a tower. Oh, what day am I on? I'm on day 42. Okay. I need my coordinates. Day 42. How can I... It doesn't pause when I do that. Oh well. Day 39, so 39 to 42. Dig Ocean Highway. Okay. So now we found a new ocean. It's time to explore. Secret tunnel! I didn't even think about that. So, what I would say, Andrew, is Elden Ring, if you really like Elden Ring, and it being a big open world, be very, very prepared to be disappointed in the freedom. Because all the other Dark Souls games are much more corridor-based. It's almost like a lot of the maps, Dark Souls 1 really does it well. Dark Souls 3 does it pretty well too, I think. Dark Souls 2 does not do it well. Most of the maps intertwine and they connect to each other. And so you're able to kind of follow the path long enough. You'll always end up back at your home base. But they are not open worlds. And it is very, very frustrating to kind of just go in one direction. The benefit, what I like, because it's frustrating to people who like open world. What I like is that you can just kind of head in a direction and you will eventually find what you're supposed to find because there's only one way to go. Whereas open world, you can kind of end up running in a circle without realizing it. So be prepared because Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 are very, very corridor game, like corridor style games. So don't expect as much freedom as what you get in Elden Ring. But Dark Souls 3 is probably the best one to try out. I would definitely stay away from Dark Souls 2 if the open world thing is what really intrigued you, because Dark Souls 2 is more like a spoken wheel setup where like the base is in the middle and it goes out into branching paths and you just teleport back to the middle. It doesn't all connect. Same with Demon Souls. I really like Demon Souls, but that one's even less of an open world. That one's literally warp to a level and then just walk to the end of the hall in the level and then you warp back to your main base. There isn't even like exploration from your main base. But yeah, if you temper your expectations with not having that openness, the rest of it is very similar. Gameplay, graphics, all that is very similar. Elden Ring did add a few extra things that you don't have in the other Soulsborne games because of the open world feature, like the steed that you ride. Some of the buttons are slightly different. But yeah, Dark Souls 3 would probably be the best one to play. It was the most active the last time I tried it. You know, for like invasions and stuff. I don't remember if Elden Ring allows invasions. That's definitely a frustration in the Soulsborne games. But yeah, I would say Dark Souls 3. That's what I would say. Okay, so we finally found an ocean. Seems like it's quite large. I see a light over there. This is the downside. Because I'm underwater, I have to just swim, and it's very slow. It's very, very slow to swim. Okay, what was that light that I saw? There's a light somewhere in the ocean biome. Did Nikki say hi? I don't see Nikki's message saying hi. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's I wanted to try something slightly different as far as like Minecraft challenges were concerned. Oh, there's two of them. Uh-oh. You know, because I find that Minecraft in general is fun, but having a bit of a challenge to mix things up makes it interesting. And because I'm doing the 100-day challenge, I wanted something that would really, really change what I'm doing in the game instead of just like, I'm going to survive and it's going to be hard. I wanted to do something that it's like, I can't do something different. So it's like, here, I have to be underwater. This is bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm dead. I'm dead. Serpentine up and down. Serpentine up and down. Come on, dolphins. Give me some dolphin speed. I can't believe I survived that. I can't believe I survived that. Whoa, the game's glitching like crazy today. Oh, why didn't I hear the sub? Well, thank you for the sub. I don't know why the alert didn't go off. That's weird. It's not weird. I must have one of the settings wrong. But thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. How have you been, Nikki? Oh, did you sub too? What the heck? I'm not getting the alerts. Hold on. Why am I not... What sound are the alerts on again? Settings. Audio. Monitoring device. Oh, it's the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Outputs, routing, second headphones, the chat. Okay, let me do that again. Let me see if I can hear it now. There it is. I can hear it now. There we go. Sorry about that, Weewin. Sorry about that, Nikki.
Hello, Louie.
There it is. I turned off the monitor when I was getting the double sounds. When I started the stream, at the very beginning of the stream, the sounds was doubled. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I turned off that. I forgot it was the alerts. Tomorrow's your birthday. Nice. What are you doing for your birthday? You doing anything? Uh-oh. They're still coming. Should have brought a bow and arrow. Oh gosh. Oh, this is bad. Okay. So this, again, this mod makes it interesting, but yeah, like stuff like this happens. Like this guy just will not give up. And I can't get close because he keeps killing me. Okay, let me see if I can quickly find some iron. Yes. A little bit of iron. The ocean seems to be repeated from the last ocean biome, because I had one of these in my ocean biome too. What day is it? Day 42. Almost died. I need some wood. Whoa, get away from me. Ooh, first birthday with VJ's girlfriend. How old is VJ now? It's been so long that we've known each other. When I think of VJ, I think of like little kids. But they can't be little kids anymore. They're bigger now. 17. Oh, I don't like that feeling. That makes me feel so old. So much time has gone by. What the heck happened here? Oh. Vicky is 12. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that makes me feel so old. That makes me feel so old. I need some wood. Stop following me, dudes. Well, I mean, I was looking for a big ocean. I found a big ocean. There's no wood anywhere. I don't even see any shipwrecks. It's getting a whole bunch of messages. There's some trees. Something looks like it's glowing over there. Or is that just because it's the way it's rendering? Whatever, I need to make a shield. Nikki. Yeah. But I mean, like Nora, right? When I met Nora, she was 2. And now she's going to be turning 11. But it feels older to hear about Vicky and VJ because I've been streaming. And like, I don't know them or see them every day. And so when I compare it to my streaming, it's like, wow, I've been streaming for a long time. Like so long that Vicky went from being like a little kid to being a kid. And VJ went from being a kid to being a teenager or almost an adult. That makes me feel old. Just to think it's been that long that I've been streaming and making content. Oh, there are so many of them. Whoa, there's a lot of them. I gotta wait till daytime. I gotta wait till daytime. This is too dangerous. To let you into my brain, I am looking for wood so I can build a crafting table so I can build a shield. Because it's way too dangerous and I'm getting attacked. Ooh, but lapis lazuli I can use. Oh, and I need coal too. Oh, and I did so much digging, I'm also going to need tools. Oh. Okay. That's fine. I can take this time to do that. No worries, we win. Kendra does Duolingo. She's been doing German. But, you know, opera and German kind of go hand in hand with so many German operas. The best operas are German. Dude, stop it. I don't know. You can't go trick-or-treating at my house. Get out of here. Eth, how's it going? Welcome. No, this isn't the Minecraft channel. This is for the Minecraft channel. The next video that I'm doing, I need to record for about 30 hours. And I think I have maybe like 15 hours of recording done. So to actually finish on time, or not on time, but like to finish at a reasonable amount of time, I'm trying really hard to, you know, do a couple of hours a day. So I thought I would do it on stream, so that way I missed yesterday's stream. That way I could stream, but still work on my Minecraft stuff, because this video is going to take forever to do. And these guys just keep coming. Oh, my thing broke. I didn't even realize it. Okay, well, I got 21 iron. Oh, I got my diamond one. I don't want to kill this one. No need for raids, but I do appreciate it. If they do. If they don't, I still appreciate even being considered. And thank you. I got to do a video, a hair video soon, and I haven't received the product yet, so I thought I would try some kind of like weird haircut just to see if I liked it or not. My fiance hates it. She hates it. I like it, but she hates it. I think it's fine. Obviously, it's not a regular like everyday haircut. She's a person who grew up in like farm town, so weird haircuts aren't exactly her thing. I did, Ethmaker, I did. German can be difficult. Yeah, Kendra tells me that German is kind of difficult. And how's it going? Welcome. I've been gone for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. I was on vacation. If you mean more of an extended break, I was gone for a while. I was off content for at least 6 months. But I've been back now for about a year, but not very consistently at all. Like, I'll do maybe a month of constantly posting and streaming, and then I'll just like post once every 2 weeks for a few weeks because I just have no motivation. But I've been good. I've been constantly going with my Minecraft channel. I have a total Minecraft channel that I run now. I've been kind of constant with that. Oh, dude, stop following me. Wait, I see sunrise. I see sunrise. Okay, let me look real quick, Nikki. Wow. Vicky hasn't changed. Vicky looks exactly the same, just bigger. VJ, I would not recognize VJ at all. He has grown up so much. He's gotten so handsome. You should be so proud, Nikki. He looks like such a nice kid. All grown up. Wow. Okay. Real quick. Real quick. Wood. Oh, no! Oh, that was almost death. That was almost death, and I didn't bring a bed with me. Yeah, I had some personal stuff happen a while back, if we're talking about like the longer break. And so I needed to take time off. And then I finally came back, but like I said, I haven't been very consistent. You know, I went back into doing some theater stuff. That takes up a lot of time. And I just got out of like the routine of making content. And then by the time I started to like pay attention to making content again, it wasn't performing as well as I would have liked, which is not the fault of anybody but my own. But because it wasn't performing well, I didn't have motivation, which then made it perform less. So then I had less motivation. And so it was just one of those endless loops. But if we're talking about the vacation, it was really nice to just get away. Just be on vacation for a while. Need to make a furnace. Do this underwater so I don't undrown. Put that in there. Do the iron. Oh, your husband's gonna meet the girlfriend for the first time ever. Exciting. Exciting. Yeah, and that helps, Weewin, is having like a similar dialect would definitely make it a bit easier to learn. or even just having a similar language helps. Like for me, I speak Spanish, right? And we learned French in school. And although I can't say I'm fluent in French, I can understand enough French to at least know what they're talking about, even if I don't actually understand the language. And it's because I speak Spanish, and Spanish has enough similar words, and the way the sentence is made is similar enough that I can at least understand what is being said to me, which is a benefit. So I'm sure it's the same having, similar language structure and having learned it when you were younger. Okay, we got an axe, got a pickaxe. I'm gonna make another pickaxe just because I know my luck. This one will break too. And I'm going to need a shovel. And some sticks. Okay. I'm gonna take that stuff with me. I'm not gonna leave it here because if something happens, at least I have it. And let's get rid of some of this junk that I don't need. So I can get rid of this, and these, and this. Okay. Time to go look for an ocean monument thing. Got some iron. I can wait the rest later. Yeah, let's go. He wants an Indian girl. I mean, I don't know what to say. He's living in Germany, so the odds are very high that he will be with somebody other than an Indian girl. If he likes an Indian girl, great. If he doesn't, that's okay too. My girlfriend's not Spanish, like Hispanic. She's not from El Salvador or anything. She's actually of German descent. But I'm living in Canada, so of course I'm gonna have more chances of meeting Canadian girls versus somebody from El Salvador. Ooh, found it. Yeah, like I can't speak French. Weewen couldn't speak it, but enough of the words are just close enough to Spanish that I can at least kind of understand what's being said. I may not know the full thing that they're saying, but I can at least understand a few words here and there and kind of make sense of something that's going on. But yeah, I went to school, and here in Canada they teach you French the whole time you're in school. Okay. Is there another chest somewhere hidden? There should be, shouldn't there? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Aww. This is a crummy boat. Thought I would have another chest, but I guess not. Usually they have two. One with garbage, which was the one I got, and one with, like, treasure or something. Guess not. Nice, Nikki. I'm glad. It's frustrating that you're forgetting more and more words. Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, as you get older, it's harder to remember those things that you aren't practicing. Because even in Spanish, it's happening to me. I don't speak Spanish anymore. Like, I used to speak Spanish at home, but now I don't live at home. And I live on my own. And when I'm here, I don't speak Spanish to anybody. And so I'm forgetting certain words. I don't have... it's not as easy for me to pronounce certain things anymore like it used to be, but it's because I don't practice anymore. Where did I see the light? I saw it. Oh. again, just letting everybody know what I'm doing. I am working on my Minecraft video, but I am just exploring the ocean to see if there's anything interesting, like an ocean monument, so I can get some prismarine and stuff. Because I would like to build a beacon. I don't remember what it's actually called, but it's like an underwater beacon, which traditionally lets you breathe underwater, but it also lets you build faster and mine faster, which I was hoping I could get. I don't even know if it's actually going to help me at all, but it's worth a try anyway. Oh, another ship. It's very difficult when I can't explore caves. Because I can't breathe. The first world I ever... Yeah, no worries, Weevan. I'm going to be done soon anyway. I try to only do this for like 2 hours so I can be interesting for me. Because I find that if I play for more than 2 hours while recording, I get too tired and I lose focus. And then the gameplay becomes less interesting to me. Which then makes the video less interesting for everybody. Yes, here we go. See? Lots of iron. Go. No map. Usually there's a map in the treasure one. It's done. What? Oh, weird. That was a weird glitch. Empty map. Huh. That's okay. This is like a warm ocean. I'm fully disoriented. I don't know where my way back is, but thankfully I took the coordinates and saved them. Oh, dude. He dropped one. He dropped one. Hold on, I don't have space. Get out of here. And you, no, I need wood. I need wood. What do I not need? Here. There. Give me it. Yes! What day is it? What day is this? It is day 43. Day 43. Exploring. Got a trident. Circle it so I know that. Because that's going to be very, very useful underwater. Oh, I thought I gave people access. I'll take a look at it when the stream is done. I thought I gave people access because I gave people the role, and then I thought I put it in the chat, but maybe I didn't hit save. There's a good chance I didn't save it. Oh, it's almost broken. Okay, so I just forgot to put right. I put that you could see it, but not write it. Okay. I will change it. Nice, Nikki. I'm glad that you're having a good birthday. That your friends sent you stuff. So much iron. How am I in a world with 0 ocean monuments? Is that the one where you throw it and it pulls you with it? Riptide, I think is what it's called. Is that the one? You know what? I'm going to not use the trident so I don't regret it. I don't know how to repair it, but I can figure that out later. Or I'll like, oh no, but I don't have any villagers because I can't get out of the water to do mending on it. Is that what you used to buy Pokemon Sword for yourself? What I think I'm going to try doing when I'm offline and on my own, I'm going to try just fishing for like an hour. Maybe I can get a mending book, throw it on this trident, because in this run, the trident is incredibly important. Most of the time, tridents are kind of whatever. But in this run, the trident's going to be very handy. Because this slow swimming, let me tell you, whew, it's exhausting. Not a single ocean monument. Oh, dead end. Did I seriously explore the whole ocean and there was nothing? No way. Oh, a broken portal. What's in here? Little iron, little gold. I don't know if I'm going to need this at all. Just curse of binding, really? Fortune 3, heck yeah. Get out of here, soup. I have enough stuff to build a portal, so I don't need that. I'm gonna leave the gold. That's good thinking, Nikki. That's good thinking. I haven't touched my Switch in forever. I've been really into handheld gaming lately. I bought a bunch of the little emulators. Cat Bites talked about them. They wouldn't send me one. I bought a bunch of like those little handhelds that look like old Game Boys and stuff, emulators, and I tried them all out because for the trip I wanted something that I could use on the plane because it was like a 5-hour plane ride. And then, like, at the hotel, I was like, if I'm up and everybody's sleeping, I want to be able to pull something out and play. And I can't pull that out and play. That would just be uncomfortable. And so I was looking at them, and I tried a few of them. And the cheaper ones that I tried, or the more budget ones that I tried, they were fine. But the games I wanted to play weren't working on them, because I wanted things like PSP and GameCube and stuff like that. And the lower end ones couldn't do it. I bought one expensive one, and it could do GameCube, it could do PSP, it even did DS. It could kind of do some 3DS. And through the videos that I was watching to like see the different reviews and see what people were thinking, people started talking about the PSP or the PS Vita. And I have a PSP, and I was like, well, I could try a PS Vita, and it was cheaper than the expensive handheld. So I returned all the handhelds, and I got myself a PS Vita, and I've been playing that a lot. And then I started playing, and then I got a 3DS. I got out my old 3DS, and I modded that. And I've been playing a lot of 3DS lately. Man, love the 3DS. But I haven't touched my Switch. I wish I could mod my Switch. But, you know, piracy is bad because you can still support the devs. The ones I'm playing are games that I own. But they're also handhelds that no longer are on sale, so the devs can't make any money from me anyway, even if I wanted to. So, but I'm definitely enjoying playing on handheld. I just haven't touched my Switch Lite in forever, but I do like the Switch Lite. Okay. There are no ocean monuments. That is like, that's heartbreaking. Wait, is that the tower I made with my entrance? Yeah, that's my entrance there. Always pirate roller dome. uh, I like my ROG Ally for a handheld. I think it's great. It's a little bit heavy, but I love it. I can play on that thing for a long time. It's really, really like, it's a nice screen. It's powerful enough to play all the games that I want to play, but I hate that the battery life sucks. So I always have to be plugged in. I was really tempted to sell my ROG Ally and get the ROG Ally X because apparently it like doubles the battery life. And that would be more feasible. But then for like a fifth of the price, I got myself a Vita. And it plays pretty much everything I would have been playing on the ROG Ally X. It's also much smaller, more portable, and the battery life is great. Like the Vita, I put in a new battery, which was like $20, I think, for the battery, and I'm getting 6-ish hours of battery life out of it. And if I'm playing PSP on it, I'm getting like 10 plus hours on it. So it wasn't worth getting the ROG Ally X. So I decided to be mature and not get the ROG Ally X. Yeah, a Wi-Fi repeater would be very important. Definitely, Nikki. Definitely. Yeah, girl loser. Honestly, I don't regret the ROG Ally. I know the Steam Deck is better and has better battery life. It's more refined as far as like how games perform because Windows sucks for handheld gaming. But the ROG Ally is pretty nice. So I'm sure the Steam Deck would also be very, very nice. I really like having a handheld PC because I don't like sitting here to play. That's the honest truth. Like, I don't mind for streaming. I don't mind for when I'm recording for Minecraft. But when I just want to relax and just unwind playing a game, I don't want to sit here. This room is a little bit small. It's not very, like, there's not a lot of airflow in here. It gets very warm once my games are going. And it's just not comfortable. I'd rather sit on the couch with my feet up. And the ROG Ally, any kind of handheld PC is really nice for that you can just kind of take it wherever you want. I do not regret buying a handheld PC. I regret that I didn't know about, like, obviously I couldn't have known, but that we didn't know that they were going to do the ROG Ally X with a better battery life. Because had that been the case, I would have been much happier with that. But having a handheld PC is nice. I can do so much on that little thing that it makes it easy to just be able to pull it out and play. Yeah, and that's exactly it, girl loser. That's why I've been so into like the 3DS and the PS Vita, because I can do that and it's so light and the battery lasts forever in comparison to the ROG Ally original. That, yeah, it's wonderful. I can just put my feet up. Like, I'm very ADHD. When I play a game, I don't like sitting when it's quiet. I always have like my tablet going or whatever. So it's really nice when I'm playing on the ROG Ally. You know, I'm playing something like Octopath Traveler. Or for a long time, I was playing Dead Island 2. And I can literally be on the couch. TV is on. I'm playing Dead Island 2 on my handheld. And I can, like, if I gotta go take a poop, I can take it with me and keep playing. If I am, you know, getting up to go grab something, I can take it with me and still play. And I really like that aspect. Obviously, you're not going to get the graphics that you get from a full-blown PC or even a laptop. But the fact that I can play these games when I'm on the go is just really nice. And I've got emulators on there, so I can play... I don't see anything. I don't think there's anything in this ocean either. I can play other handhelds on this handheld, and it does well. And it's got a nice enough screen that it looks good while doing it. And so I don't regret it. It is a very large expense, but I'm very happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. Like I said, kind of wish I would have gotten the Ally X because the battery is better. But I've been satiated by having the PSP or the PS Vita and the 3DS. Because the big thing I was doing on my handheld was playing all emulated stuff. I did play, like I said, Dead Island 2. I was doing Octopath Traveler. there were games that I was playing on there that were PC. But it's nice to have the freedom, you know? There is literally nothing here. There's a village, though. What might be in this village? After I explore this village, I may stop the stream. It's been a little bit over 2 hours. I gotta start making my dinner. I'm supposed to have a FaceTime with Nora. Haven't had a FaceTime with her in a really long time. And, trying to think. Am I gonna stream tomorrow? I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm not taking voice lessons anymore. My vocal coach was amazing. She is great, but I cannot afford it. It was getting a bit too costly for me. And since I'm not pursuing it professionally, I just couldn't justify spending that much money on something that was just a hobby. And so I stopped doing it. So my Thursdays are free now. Kendra's also very sick right now, so I don't see her being able to hang out. Oh, I need a bed. But like I said, I'm working on this, and I got to make sure that I have this, you know, progressing, because I do want to work on this video, and I'm only on day, what, 50 or something right now? No, no, I'm gonna die. Did anybody ever watch Futurama? If you ever did, you might know what I'm referencing here. Or I'll explain it anyway, but there's an episode of Futurama where Bender has to get an upgrade. He has to get like a software update or whatever, and he is really scared of it. And he decides to run off to an island of other robots that refuse to get updated. And one of the robots runs on a water wheel. That's what powers it. But every time it runs out of water, she panics that she's about to die, and she runs into the water going like, this time it's over. I know I'm going to die. That's what I feel like every time I get out of the water now. Because I'm just running out of oxygen constantly. And each time I just know this time it's over. This is also one of the problems with carrying a water bucket around. The momentum of the water pushing me makes me waste time as I'm fighting to get away from the water. Like that's a waste of time right there. And so I run out of air faster and faster each time. An emerald. I mean, bread is good for food, I guess. Okay, there's houses up there. I was gonna say there's nothing in this farm, but there's houses. Excuse me, Iron Golem. Excuse me, I'm gonna drown. Oh god. This is it. It's over. This time I'm gonna die for sure. Whew. Okay, we're good. It's so challenging to try to stay alive. No treasure. Wow, they have a lot of bread in this village. For whatever reason, anytime I'm on a console, I'd rather just play on PC anyway. Yeah. I'm pretty much the same way. I really enjoy my PC gaming. I like the ease of consoles and for the most part, stability on console. Because you know, you put it in, you start playing, and it's gonna work, and it's gonna work okay. It may not perform as well as on PC, but sometimes PCs are just a nightmare to get to do what you want. You know, like with this Minecraft thing. Sometimes I hate how much tweaking I have to do every time I want to play. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything interesting in this town. Oh, and that can be really frustrating with PC gaming. But on the other hand, with PC gaming, you can tweak things. You can really change how things perform and how they look. On consoles, you can't. Like sometimes I'm like, you know what? Give me 1080p with what's it called? With ray tracing, and I'll be happy at 30 frames a second. And the game just doesn't give you the option. It's like, oh. And it's like 4K with ray tracing. I don't want 4K with ray tracing. I'd rather have, you know, a stable 30 frames with higher ray tracing turned on. But the game's like, nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that today. And so it's like, that is nicer about PC gaming. You have a bit more freedom. But yeah, with consoles, it just works. Now, obviously, you get devs that make a poor console port, and it's gonna suck. But you know, you just put it in, and you're gonna be able to play, and you don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta update my graphics card. Oh, I gotta buy a new graphics card because it's not capable. Come on. And at least consoles now are at a point where graphically it's not ridiculously lower than PC gaming is, like it used to be back in the day. Okay, I don't see anything here. Uh-oh, come on. Whew. I almost died. Shovel? On the other hand, consoles are still finicky. They're still kind of hard to get to do what you want when you want them to do it and all that. Like just the inability to tweak it the way you want is kind of frustrating. Like I'm hoping eventually consoles will get to the point where they allow you to choose your settings. They don't give you preset settings. Like they can have a preset where it's like, this is going to work 100% guaranteed. Here are a group of settings you can choose from. And then you can tweak it, and like you can give up some of the frame rate if you find that what they've done isn't what you're really worried about. That would be really nice. A big issue with console gaming is just the exclusivity thing. I like exclusivity because it pushes the console to its limit, but it also means that there are certain games that it's like, I'm just not going to be able to ever play this on here. God, always being a struggle, right? I haven't even looked at Spider-Man 2 because I didn't want to get my hopes up. But I do want to play Spider-Man 2. I liked Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. They were great. Alrighty, there was nothing in any of these places. Nothing good went on, so I'm going to put down a bed, give myself a save point, and then I'm going to fight my way back home. Because nothing happened. It was a journey worth making, but a journey that led to nothing. Okay, respawn point set. Oh. Stop the recording on there. Oh, that was live. That's not what I want to stop. I almost stopped the live stream. Yeah, and I personally think Indiana Jones looks like crap. I'm hearing all the reviewers talk about how amazing it looks and how exciting it looks. I think it looks like an Xbox 360 game. I don't see what they see. Like I don't get why they're so hyped. Especially that kind of game in first person to me just doesn't seem appealing. I'm hoping I'll be wrong. I'm excited to be wrong because I would like to try it. But yeah, everybody is really losing their minds about Indiana Jones not being an Xbox exclusive. I didn't know it was supposed to be. I hadn't been keeping up with that. But I am of the same belief of a lot of reviewers and game tech talkers out there. I have a feeling Xbox is going to get out of the console game. Like that they're no longer going to try to make cutting edge console that they want to sell. I think they're really going to start pushing more streaming based stuff and more like the Series S, like lower end, lower tier consoles, and start selling their games on other platforms because it's easy money for them. They're losing money with their Xbox, and I don't see them doing anything wild because they don't have anybody in charge that understands the gaming community in the right way. It's really weird. Really weird. It did look better on Gamescom. I will definitely agree. The facial expressions were better. The animations looked better. Still not super impressive. So hopefully I am completely wrong and it turns out to be awesome. But right now, zero excitement for that. I'm interested in the Dying Light standalone game. That looks really interesting. And there was something else that they announced that I was like, ooh, I'd like to try that, but I can't remember what it is right now. But yeah, I'm not too hyped about it. Gamescom was disappointing to me. There was nothing that made me go, oh my god. All it was like, huh, okay. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, you know. I still haven't even bought Dying Light 2, and I love Dying Light. I need to buy Dying Light 2, but it hasn't gone down in price enough. I am very, very excited that if you haven't been keeping an eye out, everybody, Epic Game Store is going to have Callisto Protocol free tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's 22nd, tomorrow. So keep an eye out because I haven't bought Callisto Protocol. I really want to play Callisto Protocol. And now that it's free, I'm going to play it. So I'm very excited about that. Maybe I'll even stream that tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, I'm going to get myself out of here. I got to go make myself some dinner. I got to rest my voice for a bit because in an hour or two, I'm going to have FaceTime with Nora. And then I got to go to work. And that's pretty much it. So I really appreciate everybody being here. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow, like I said. But if I am live tomorrow, that's what we're playing, Callisto Protocol. If not, I'll be live on tomorrow is what, Friday? Tomorrow is Thursday, and the next day is Friday. So I will be live Friday. And if I don't play Callisto tomorrow, I'll play it on Friday. If I play Callisto tomorrow, I will be playing Zelda on Friday. And that's kind of where we stand. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you, because I would have forgotten. Thank you for hanging out here, and I will see you all in a day or two. All right. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.